The list of Russians killed in Ukraine, recognized by Russia itself, will overcome the mark of 15,000, the official figure for the losses of the Soviet army during the 10 years of the war in Afghanistan. This could happen on the anniversary of the start of the full-scale invasion of Ukraine. This conclusion was reached by Russian journalists after analyzing data from open sources. In reality, this number is even higher, Russian experts say.
Since mid-December, we have noticed a sharp increase in the daily losses of the Russian military. Throughout 2022, Russian sources typically reported about 250 or 300 killed servicemen each week. Now we managed to confirm the names of at least 600 men, and since the end of January, an average of 700 people every week. And this is only the data that we managed to find and verify from open sources, from the article of the BBC Russian service.
The Russian service of the BBC, together with the Mediazona publication, confirmed the death toll of the mobilized. As of February the 12th, the names of 1,082 soldiers are known. The mobilization began at the end of September last year, which means that all these people were killed in just 4 months. 40% of the Russian mobilized whose death was confirmed have been killed since January the 1st. The mobilized themselves speak of the difficult situation in video messages that are increasingly appearing online.
This battalion performs the tasks of assault offensive operations on the front line. At the first combat mission among the mobilized, there were 2 people killed and more than 4 wounded. We have reason to believe that our presence on the front line is illegal.
In this video, mobilized from the Orenburg and Samara regions complained that Russian command formed an assault detachment of them, so the military asked to withdraw it from the front line. And this is another new video. Mobilized without training and equipment are being sent to the front line.
Since the first day at the training camp, we have been missiled. We were told at first that we would be a territorial defense. Upon the arrival at the territory of the so-called Donetsk People's Republic, we were told that we would be attacked by aircraft. We were not equipped properly. No first aid kits, no normal body armor. Nothing was provided.
Mediazona and the Russian service of the BBC note that in the regular units of the Russian army, young people get killed most often. The most deaths are in the group from 21 to 23 years old. By mid-January, the death of more than 1,700 officers of the Russian army and other power structures were confirmed. 197 of them are in the rank of lieutenant colonel and above. It is also known about 120 cases of military pilots being killed. In one of the telephone conversations intercepted by Ukrainian intelligence, the Russian military admits that they are not provided with medical assistance and that their lives at the front line are treated negligently. But why aren't they punished, those who did not send help?
They will be even given medals for this.
Really?
Yeah, do you know how they write us off here? Our sappers were clearing the road for the tank. They blew up the house. But there were 15 people from our squad. 7 were killed, 8 were wounded. The command wrote that they were killed by Ukrainians.
Experts note that the tactics of the Russian military command have not changed over the years.
It is unlikely to change on the battlefield. It has not changed for the last 70-80 years. Since the Second World War, the same approach, massive bulks of manpower with some kind of support, perhaps equipment, but the emphasis is on the massive usage of manpower.
Despite thousands of losses in manpower, the Kremlin is not going to stop. For example, they decided to expand the military camp near Voronezh, where they gathered personnel and equipment before the full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Angelika Brushnevska, UATV News.